Hi there, I'm Zoot Java. As a result of receiving yet another pamphlet in the mail advertising bargain sales for cruise lines, I'd like to talk about the coronavirus. As of today, there's 92,880 total cases with 3,166 deaths, 48,457 recovered in 80 countries. Of course, the worst are in China, with the bulk of the cases and deaths, but unfortunately it is spreading very quickly worldwide. Italy having 79 deaths, Iran with 77, and South Korea ending the double-digit deaths at 32. The United States has 118 cases and 9 dead, 9 recovered. Canada with 29 cases, 0 dead, and 8 recovered. Also of importance are 706 cruise ship cases with 6 deaths and 100 recovered. I mention the cruise ships totals for a reason. Periodically, I receive the odd advertising pamphlet for going on a cruise, but they are really churning them out as of late. After receiving 3 in a very short time, I put out a video with regards to this just last week, and here I am yet again with another, offering 30% off all cruises and free open bar, free specialty dining, free excursions, free Wi-Fi, free children. I have a strange feeling that there's going to be a trickle-down effect because of this virus. Many people have booked vacations months ago before this virus hit the fan, if you will. So people have sunk a lot of money into dream vacations that don't look so much like a dream anymore. You just know they're all talking about should they cancel or not. Is it worth losing the deposit for a fear that could wind up just being a boogeyman? Part of the problems are that countries are shutting down extremely important tourist attractions, such as France shutting down the Louvre. So people are starting to think that even if they take the gamble and not worry about the virus, are all the tourist attractions that they are possibly having a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see going to even be available for them to enjoy? Could they wind up in a quarantine when they come back from their holiday? Or even worse, wind up in a quarantine in another country? Apparently there are a few cancellations, but nothing on a huge scale, at least so far. I'm quite sure that the companies are crossing their fingers hard to hope this subsides quickly. There will be a problem worldwide, from the airlines to the cruise lines to the countries that rely heavily on tourism to people supplying many of the businesses that are frequented by tourists. Because of this, many countries may take China's lead and not so much try to mislead the rest of the world with numbers that aren't accurate, but to change the method in which they test and report said numbers. This can send out a false sense of security to the rest of the world, causing people to not worry and possibly visit, get infected, and return to their country of origin, making it worse. With 706 cases and 6 cruise ship deaths, it could really hit the cruise lines, as people have noticed that the ship that wound up docked in Japan ended up being a floating petri dish with people basically imprisoned on it. However, the biggest problem, as I mentioned, is that you could wind up spending thousands of dollars only to wind up not being able to experience the wonderful attractions of the countries you wish to visit. Personally, I'd take a loss on the cancellation fee and do something locally. Going on a dream vacation only to have so many things shut down would be a memory for a lifetime. An awful memory. But weigh all the positives and negatives yourself, and think long and hard before making your decision on your vacation. On an upside, try not to panic if you find out it has happened and appeared in your area. Don't go crazy, but pick up a few extra items when you go shopping. When there's a run because people begin panicking, the stores look insane and there have been fights in stores. I worked in a grocery store and there was almost nothing in stock in the back. It was brought in and put up on the shelves as quickly as possible. So if your store runs out due to panic buying, there's no guarantee as to when they are going to be able to get another delivery. So slowly pick up some extra items just to avoid getting stuck in a panic buy situation. Now, for the part that you've all been waiting for, my bad joke. If you still decide to book a cruise, you may want to change your mind if the ship you're booked on is the SS Corona. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notification of more of my words of wisdom. And also share my content on all your social media, as I tend to get censored by all the usual suspects. Until later, have a Java on Zoot.